Alright, finally got around to starting the valve job on this 4.0 G-Ped. This one's just about done. If you look carefully, you'll see three different shiny surfaces on there. The top one's a 30, the middle one's a 45, and the bottom one's a 60. This one, you can see all the pitting in it. I've shown you guys that before. It hasn't been touched, obviously, and you see the exhausts are pitted pretty good. So here's one of the tools I use. It's a Neway carbide cutter, and it's got on the top you can see it's got that's 30-degree angle, and on the bottom it's got the 45, and then that one right there is the 60-degree. Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to freshen up the 45-degree seat, but you don't want to widen it. You want to make it between 40 and 60 thousandths. So, you know, between 1 and 1.5 millimeters, or something under a 1/16 of an inch wide. And that seals very nicely and keeps the heat transfer pretty efficient. My first valve job in my whole life, yeah, I used a grinding compound and I hand lapped them and all that bullshit. And it works okay, except it widens the 45-degree seat massively. And that actually lowers the spring pressure. If you do the math on it, you'll figure that out. So anyway, I've had these Neway cutters for over 30 years and they work really well. So what you do is you take, see that valve's got blue all over it? That's just one of these, you know, whiteboard or whiteboard markers. You just spin it on there real quick by hand, then drop it in there, and it'll tell you where exactly the seat in the head here is hitting the valve. You want it in the top 1/3. So anyway, that's where we're at right now. I've started on this one. This one's almost complete, and this one I just did a test cut to see if everything's concentric, and it is. So I'm going to test cut the rest of these. You know, another night. It's getting kind of cold out here in the garage. So anyway, I just wanted to show it. It looks really gorgeous. I hope it's focused, because man, that's so beautiful. And the valve isn't sinking down in. It's still nice and high on the seat. Let me show you exactly what the hell I'm talking about. You see the valve is sitting up above the surface around it. Can you see that? It's sitting way up. So we're not sinking it into the head. We're just taking the bare minimum off. And I number them too, because I want to put them back where I got them in case there's a problem with one of them. I'll know where the problem came from. You don't have to, but in this case it's a good idea. Anyway, so there is all of the work I've done up to this point on the head. I just started about an hour and a half ago, kind of getting my feel back for this. One thing I started doing was using a cordless drill that spins fairly slow, and I put a wobble extension and a U-joint on it so that I don't side load the pilot shaft. You want to just spin it nicely. The other thing you do is when you drop the socket on there, you don't, let's see, let me pull the socket off here. What you do is you don't push down all the way to the bottom. You have it up like that, and you let the cutters do the cutting. If you push on it, it'll cut faster, but you also make mistakes a lot faster. So anyway, you spin it just up off of there. They make a nice expensive machine for doing this, but I've never been able to afford it. So and it works like a charm. Sorry. Sorry about that. So anyway, that's where we're at. They're looking really good, and there's filings all over the bottom of the, let's see, you can't see them down in there, but there's metal filings from cutting this, so I'm going to have to rinse the head out again once it's all done. But it'll seal a lot better. These these poor seats, 200,000 miles in 30 years, you know, they're really badly pitted. The exhausts are really consistently pitted, but you know, look at this intake. That thing's pitted like crazy, right on the 45-degree surface where the valve seals. And that'll leak compression and eventually burn through. So anyway, we're doing good. Happy to get started on it. The weather's been decent. I'll see if I can get more done every day, and we'll have it done probably in the next couple weeks when my schedule allows. Appreciate it. See you. Bye.